Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma came out a couple of weeks ago and had a very limited release. I heard of this movie because it was being promoted as having a very high score on Rotten Tomatoes. What I learned, don't always trust those reviews. Now, from the opening scene, I thought this movie had great potential. It opens with a psycho killer, the cube shaped head decapitating someone, so it results in the geyser shooting ridiculously high into the air. The movie is about an old horror movie series called Camp Miasma. It's obviously supposed to be the in movie version of Friday the 13th. Even the VHS boxes had the same font as Friday the 13th. Those movies feature a trans killer, which they obviously borrowed from the other famous summer camp killer series, Sleepaway Camp. So in this film, the old movie series quality has gone downhill as far as the most recent entries into the franchise. And so they're bringing in a girl to be the new director for the reboot. She goes to stay at the original campsite where the movies were filmed, and the woman who lives there is played by Gillian Anderson. She's famous for The X-Files. From there, it just goes all over the place in nonsensical ways. Spoilers, I thought this was going to be a slasher killer movie. It's not. There's no killer. There's some weird meta storyline that barely makes sense, but really doesn't, and could have been written a hell of a lot better. It ends up about exploring sexuality and murder and how the two can somehow intertwine. The best scenes are from when they rewatch the old Camp Miasma movies, and they show all these extremely entertaining kills. Now, that's a movie I could get into. People seem to like this movie based on reviews. I, however, wasn't a huge fan. I think they could have explored a lot of these themes with a better story and better writing. Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miasma. Check it out if you're bored.